the new BFF of Mark Zuckerberg, Palmer Luckey. Palmer,
it's great to be here.
It's so awesome to have you here, man. This is so cool, Oculus Rift. Everyone, I'm sure, has probably heard about it. You guys have been in the news with this amazing device, but gaming really is the core of Oculus, right? I mean, it was built for gaming first and foremost?
Well, yeah, it was originally built for gaming, and it's going to be used for other things like education, medicine, training, communication, all that. But right now, the only industry that's really equipped to make high-performance, immersive 3D worlds is the game industry. So for right now and for the foreseeable future, it is going to be games that really drive this. And even as we get into all those other things, games are going to be one of the biggest markets in virtual reality.
Yeah, and people at home may see this and see, well, what does it feel like? And we're going to take you inside one of these games. We've got Super Hot that Joe is playing here, which is a cool game. But the idea of immersing yourself in these worlds, you can see here, obviously. Can you explain to people, you're seeing both eyes, right? What someone is seeing there?
Yeah, so what Joe is seeing is he's got the game is rendering two images, one for each eye, a lot like a 3D TV. They're very wide field of view images. And we've got it mirrored up on this screen just for people who are watching. The latency from the screen to here is it's not representative because there's so much hardware in between.
But the idea is, I mean, what's cool about this is it literally tracks your head.
Exactly. So we have really precise 6 degree of freedom head tracking running at 1,000 hertz that allows you to track your orientation of your head and also the position. So like you can see Joe is able to look at these bullets as they're going by. Like Joe, try leaning backwards. Yeah, like, well, he leaned into one.
But got killed.
So he can look up, he can look down, he can look all around, he can peer around corners. It really gives you a lot more freedom to make interesting gameplay than you have when you're just looking through a small frame, on your wall.
So let me ask you about the gaming application of this. I think a lot of people when they try it say, "Yeah, this is really cool," but do you see a point where someone's going to sit with one of these for 30, 40 hours playing a game? I mean, people love to binge on games. I mean, do you see people playing?
Not that many. 30 or 40 hours.
You never know. Some of these RPGs, though, or even, people, fully immerse themselves in the world.
I am sure there will be someone who does it. I don't know if that'll be a typical
not all in one sitting, but I'm just saying, I guess long session gameplay,
yes,
right?
Yes, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, the hardware that we have, even right now, this is development kit hardware. It's not meant to be as small as possible. It's meant to move as quickly as possible and allow us to get something out right away. The consumer product is a lot smaller, a lot lighter, a lot sleeker, and eventually it's going to become like a pair of sunglasses. I'm not promising that in any kind of near-term capacity. It's just, off in the future.
Right.
And it's funny because people are like, oh, but what are you going to do? Are you going to have, if you want 4 people over, you just got to have 4 headsets sitting around? Right. And to me, that's like asking, hey, so you have people on your telephone, what, they're all going to go to the telephone room and they're all just going to have their telephones? Like, no, people are eventually going to have these as personal devices, like I have my phone and you have your phone.
Right.
And they're going to get that.
So tell me about, this is, as you said, it's a development hardware. I mean, you kickstarted it. A lot of developers can get access to this. What will the consumer product feel like compared to this? Because this is not what you're ever going to buy as a consumer,
No,
right?
So we shipped the original development kits that we raised money for on Kickstarter. Yeah. We've been taking orders for DK2, the second development kit, since GDC in March, and these are shipping next month.
Okay.
The features of DK2 are actually pretty close to what is going to be in the consumer product in terms of the kind of tracking, the wide field of view, but the consumer product is going to be thinner, lighter, better ergonomics, but also higher resolution and higher frame rate, wider field of view, pretty much improved in every specification.
Higher frame rate even.
Oh, yes. So the DK2 is running at a maximum of 76 hertz.
Yep.
It's a 76 hertz low persistence OLED display. The consumer version, you really have to be, you see huge returns up until above 90 hertz.
Oh my God.
When people complain, oh, the game isn't 60 frames a second, 60 frames per second is not where the improvements stop. Really actually is, the bar is much higher, especially in virtual reality.
Is it going to be called the Oculus when it comes out?
It is going to be called the Oculus Rift, or just the Rift. See, the Rift is the product, and Oculus is the company. Just like you don't say, check out my Apple iPhone, or you wouldn't say, check out the Apple.
Yes, okay, so the Rift.
Yes, it's confusing even to me sometimes.
Well, that's good. And Rift, do we know when it's coming out, roughly? Or what
we have nothing to announce at this time.
All right, well, hopefully, it seems like there are lots of great games people can check out, and a lot of great technology. You have an amazing group of programmers, John Carmack, Michael Abrash, a lot of really smart people in the business working with you.
We've hired like 40 people since April, so it's been a really big ride, and we have a bunch more hires to announce even in the very near future. Oh, and the Super Hot guys, they're on Kickstarter right now, so people should give them money. Come on.
All right, well, it's very cool. Palmer, it is so awesome to have you back here. Congratulations on all the success so far. Hopefully we'll have you back here next year, maybe with a consumer product, and people at home will be playing it. All right, thanks so much, Palmer.
Super hot!
Super hot, Palmer. Rocking it on Spike TV. Control yourself, Palmer Luckey. All right. later on in the show, we'll have some debut footage of a brand new game for the Oculus Rift. So there's more Oculus coming.
More new stuff.
All right, stick around. It's all coming up here on Spike, but let's go over to Amanda right now.
They are having a lot of fun in there. Last year, we got the